the Pathfinder for radio.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
All right, good morning and welcome to this edition of the show. Yes, we're in a place where we can be happy. Yes, it's the Tuesday edition of the Sports Buffet. My name is Edafi Matthews and I love to come in the Liberty One of Sports. Yes, why some people are very, very excited, happy, hilarious. Be over the top that the UEFA Champions League is back. Some people are complaining that they are tired and they're playing too many games. But these same players, you know what bothers about them complaining is they want big money. If you want big money, then you know that you have to work for it. To whom much is given, much is expected. That's what I believe. But then Alisson Becker, the Brazilian goalkeeper for Liverpool, says that we are tired. I don't know. The we is speaking for himself. Well, there's no way they are going to win this war because the we belongs to a very tiny 0.1% group of clubs. So nobody's going to listen to them. You don't want, then lose early. Don't qualify for the top four. Play to lose, and then don't make the Champions League. You can't, because I'm not sure that Everton are complaining that they're tired. There's not too many games for them. I'm not sure those teams at the lower rung of the league table are complaining. So if you don't want to play too many games, don't try to go and sign for a club that will not play in the Champions League, that will not play, because this competition will be there. A couple of years ago when Alan Shearer was signed for £30 million, it felt like an atomic bomb was released. It felt like it was a nuclear arsenal that was released. But then times have changed. The story is different now. So you can't wake up and try to eat your cake and have it. It doesn't work like that. I don't know how players think, but there's just something about the conversation that I don't like. You want to be paid 400,000, 350,000 and the rest, right? And you're not asking where are they making the money from? Where's the money going to come from? How are they going to sustain that payment? These are the games. You got to work it. You can't earn pounds a week. Come on, where did this fly come from? You can't earn £1,000 a week. I want to play one football match every week. Fans must come to stadium. They must buy tickets. Those tickets will make up your payment. So if you want big money, you got to play a lot of games. It's as simple as that. Okay, it's no longer football, it's a residency. You have to battle it out and play. Why you're complaining, I don't know. Well, Timothy Dembo, our chief news editor, have put a very good news package for us and get us ready for the day already. So there is plenty to talk about. Like I say, on Instagram and on Twitter or on X, please try to follow him at TMT_Dembo. TMT. T for Timothy, M for money. Oh, you say the money thing, right? TMT, all right? _DEHINBO, Dembo, okay? That's Timothy Dembo. That's the guy that's responsible for making sure the news segment goes smoothly without any glitches or itches. So plenty of appreciation to him for always making that happen, for putting it the way it is. Something I said a couple of years ago finally happened. When Reverend Dresser was bubbling and making all the balls, I said something. I said, the way they are going, they cannot sustain it over a long period of time. I will not be surprised 10 years down the line if the club no longer exists. People said I was talking rubbish, blah, blah, blah. And I said, it's not like I'm talking rubbish. It's just that a lot of Nigerians do not understand what football is in terms of football investment. There are a lot of Nigerians who believe that football is a high money spinning business. So most times when they talk about football, they talk about football from the perspective of, oh, we're going to make money, and all that. And I like what Nkechi Obi, a woman who understands the industry, what she put on social media, uh, about 14 or 15 hours ago. She said, if you're not prepared for the long term, for the long game, don't get involved in sports. It takes 12 years to develop a raw talent into an elite status, capable of representing his club or country. 12 years. Okay, for me, I even say 15. uh, it could take up to 10 years before you start reaping rewards from investment in sports events, venues, and facilities. So it's something that people need to know. I'm sure we're not hammering it enough that people don't understand. People think I've had many times, especially in the sports space, like Delta State, Lagos State. I've had sports commissioner, just chairman of sports commission get appointed, and the next thing they call me, hey, Dafi, I've just been appointed. I say congratulations. Okay, I mean it's worth celebrating. Congratulations, but I'm not one of those who like to tell anybody whether you're elected, you're appointed, you're selected, whatever. That go watch them. No, that's not my job. Because once you start using that statement, what you're actually saying is, I want you to steal money from the state coffers or the government coffers and let's celebrate with it. No. So, and congratulations. And my dominion is, I'm already acting like, okay, congratulations, go and do your work. You have a lot of job to do, go and do your job. And then you hear them say things like, I will need you to work with me. I say, okay, what work happened? So, first off, the appointment, what's your terms of the government? Media, because I need to do PR money. I don't do PR for government. I don't have to sing. No. The government are elected to serve the people. I'm not going to go and be singing their praises. You are elected. You get paid free money. You just practically don't do anything. But then they tell you things like, oh, I want to make an impact. I want to make a lasting impact in the sports industry. Now that's when you say that, you get my attention. I want to work within the sports ecosystem and bring development and bring growth and bring business. When you say that, believe me, no matter how disinterested I am, you get my attention immediately. But Shawolu Babajide, I don't know what you're saying. Is it today or yesterday? Okay. I think you're talking yesterday. So basically, they now come with this curveball that is just, first off, that's an enemy to anything that I believe in. And they'll tell you, what can we do? What's the low-hanging fruit that we can do to achieve tangible result in our first 100 days in office? You know, when they say that thing, every time they say that thing, I just see, oh God, these guys are foolish. Man, the guy don't make sense at all. Like, first 100 days, what can you do in sports that will give you result for your first 100 days? I told the sports commissioner in Delta, I'm not going to mention his name now, and the governor, you already know him. I told him myself, you think this thing before you talk as well. And in fact, insulted, we took it personal because it was actually Sam Soji that introduced me like, oh, talk to this guy. This is the guy that you need to talk to for this thing that you're planning. And I told him, first 100 days, I said, sir, first 10 years, if you're not going to get a result. First 10 years, you will not have a tangible result. And he said, it means I don't know what I'm saying. I said, guys, you that does not know what you're saying. You don't understand the job that you have signed up for. You think you know, but you don't. Because again, don't call me and then tell me, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to come at you. I don't care whether you're commissioner or not. Hey, do you know you're talking to? I say, yes, you are the brother to the governor that's appointed as the commissioner of sports in my state. But let me tell you this. First off, let's even start with grassroots. You want to organize a grassroots tournament. What is the end goal? It's not just for people to come and play football. The end goal is to prove to young people that football can save you from crime. Football or sports can, take you to high places, right? So if it is a football tournament, they play this tournament and then the winner is declared, they go back to their homes. What is the end goal? You have to find an end goal. The end goal is, this tournament, we have now spoken to clubs in the Nigerian League. Let's even be basic. In the Nigerian League and clubs within the African region, that look, we have some very fantastic young talent playing in this tournament, and the tournament is solid enough. For you to be able to do that, you would have done 5 years of the tournament, show consistency, proven data that, look, these players that come out of this, and this is their real age, this is their growth process. When you finish, you select a group of the players, you put them in a place where people can verify their growth. Then you also announce to the world their coaches, the coaches that you have selected, appointed, elected, whatever have that are training these players. And then you also have to have a facility. I said, sir, tell me, how do you manage to achieve that in 100 days? Come on, it's not possible, because 100 days is like 3 months and 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, or 3 months and a week or so. So how do you plan to achieve that? And he said, but we can just do something like school sports. I say, even school sports, how do you plan to achieve it? Because I like to, when you know the how, when you know the why, the how becomes very easy. But in some cases, I need to know the how, so that my why, I don't even have to ask the question of why. Now I go to the what. What do I need to do? What and when? What, when and where? Right, so you can see that in sports it doesn't work. Vendresa, I hear that has been brought over by a new team that have been registered with the NFF and the Akwa Ibom State Sports Council, and it is called Gosul Akpabio FC. And my first reaction, simple, is it's not going to last. My first reaction is it's not going to last. And where I said it, everybody is feeling like it has been too much. I say, it won't last. Another GYFC, and everybody you'll be like, you are too blunt. No, I'm not blunt. Let me clear it. Some of them are listening to this show, are watching this show. Let me clear it to you. Akpabio, if he's directly the one setting up that club, then is more ignorant than I thought. But if he's not the one, if it is his errand boys who are looking for how to siphon money from him, Akpabio likes to hear his name. He likes to be popular, like Beauty Stadium, and name it after himself. All those kind of things. He likes self-aggrandizement, and I don't have a problem with that. That's a Nigerian thing, so it's not a big deal. But he's the Senate president, so he should understand that this is football and it is an investment. If it's an investment, it means that they need policies that would drive investment in that industry. He's a Senate president, meaning that he's the number 2 man in line to become the president if anything to happen. The president, then the vice president, and he. Okay, so he's in a position of policy. Even if nothing happened, he drives policy. The president's budget will not be passed without the Senate and the House of the National Assembly. The bills, the whatever will not go through without them, right? So he should know by now that, okay, where is the loophole where we can make money for the sports ecosystem, the sports industry? There is sports betting in Nigeria. They are using probably a 75 to 80% of our teams and our players in their bet platform. How much are they giving back into the system? I'm not talking of the winnings and the cash out and all that. I'm talking about, like in England, you have the National Sports Lottery, the National Lottery, and the money that they give to the National Sports Investment Fund, right? The same thing for Saudi Arabia, the same thing almost everywhere. If the Senate president wants to form a football club and he sees it as an investment, not as a charity where all those money that he has stolen from NDDC, from state government, from being a Senate president, all those money that they shared in their account, that's what they want to use, he would know that the first thing I need to do, because now I'm going to own a club, it's going to be a big investment and it's going to be a long-term thing. Let me use my position now for good and set up policy that would drive high yield investment in the sporting or football ecosystem, right? So we know that, okay, you can access XYZ fund if you do this. You can get tax cut if you do this investment, if you support sports here and there. But then it's not doing all that. Then they're just setting up a football club. Tomorrow you will hear like the Dukudi, what's it called? The Dukudi, how do I put it now? The Dukudi video where he gave a club official to go and register players, 30 players. He removed 12 and put his own 12. And he's saying, so would you do here? We'll start hearing this kind of thing. Well, whatever it is, I know that you guys don't want me to bore you with this one. What you guys want us to talk about are the fixtures for the UEFA Champions League, the matches that will go down today, and many other things that will go on. But for me, no matter how much we talk about the sweetness, my mom will say, no matter how much another person food, the aroma, where would they grow up? My mom na worry, strong worry woman, so not like this. She go talk. Say no matter how much the odor of another person's soup where you they hear reach. Now still this my baba and my iriboto or my obiokbo. Now you go shop. So it better make you put your mind for here now than to the sniff the odor of another person's food. You the hear them. But when would they grow up? You say that the hear odor. You don't know say na smell that they smell. And their food not be ordered on aroma. But my mother and I forget. My mother and I the most important thing is the communication is understood, and it was well understood. So no matter how much we want to talk about European football, which is the excitement for everybody, every now and then let's always stroke our own in. If we don't settle down and sit down and say, okay, you know what, let's even drive policy. Let's drive things that would force whether the Nigerians in the diaspora, whether the investors who are hemorrhaging because of how bad it is to do business here, find a tax break, a tax cut, an incentive to say, you know what, if I put in 10 million in the sports industry and I drive it, I could get a 15 million tax cut from the government. So because of that, let me go and do what I'm doing, because it is give and take, right? But when we don't do that, we just say, oh, let's just do that. Come on. There's so many things that could work if we drive the sports industry well. Let me give you a very good example. In 2014, I was in Brazil. I picked up this jersey today. I bought the jersey. I bought for my wife. I bought for my kids too. That time I had only 2 kids. Okay, Rookie was 11 days old when I went to Brazil, so I bought for the 2 of them. The Tiga doesn't have, but Tiga have inherited the ones that his elder brother and sister used to wear. My point is, 10 years ago I bought this jersey. Yeah, over 10 years ago now, in 2014 in Brazil. The quality is still there. My wardrobe is full with a lot of Nigerian MPFL club jerseys that I bought, and after 6 months or 1 year, it is gone. The quality is gone. And those are some of the things that we must all start thinking about. Like, okay, look, how do we get to the point where even a jersey that is made, because sometimes people want their jerseys to last, not just because they are tight-fisted, but they just I like vintage. I like vintage a whole lot, whether it's vintage cars, vintage, anything vintage, I like it. So for me, sometimes I like to hang on to the glory of my vintage outfits. When I wear it, like, oh, you still have this design? I like that. Like, I have a Remo style jersey that I kept. It's in a carton. I just kept it because in my head, I don't even want to use it. I'm waiting for the season where they will win the league and I'll start wearing it. But I mean, it seems like I'm going to wait forever, Sha. But I'm just waiting. So some of those things are things that are important. But let's go to the news segment. I put together by Timothy then. But like I said, follow him on Instagram and on Twitter is at TMT_Deibo. Deibo is spelled DEHINBO. So let's take the news and then we'll talk about the things that's exciting you people. Don't worry, when I start talking about Eric Ten Hag and Man United and Chelsea and Liverpool, the comment section will fill up. I've used a whole 17 minutes to talk about Nigerian football. Everybody, they pretend like say they need to see me. And meanwhile, 19 people did that review me. Okay, so let's go straight to this one coming from Brentford manager Thomas Frank has voiced his desire to see the 2-legged semi-finals of the EFL Cup scrapped during the pre-match press conference ahead of their third round clash against Leyton Orient. Frank suggested that while financial factors might be behind the current format, it doesn't benefit smaller clubs. He noted that it has been a long time since the competition saw a true underdog story unfold and believed changing the format could bring more unpredictability. Frank even offered to help kickstart discussions to make this change happen. Unfortunately, you are coach. Frank, let's be very honest, your conversation will not move anything. If you really want this conversation to happen, speak to your club owners. They go to club owners meeting, they can have had that conversation. That's what I that's how I know that football works anyway. But I mean, yeah, this is a conversation starter, but the real conversation will happen in the boardrooms. And when those G7, G20, G35 gather together to discuss, then you will start having real change. Until then, coaches no get power to change anything. It's just like Alisson Becker complaining that players are tired. Una go complain tired. Una go play the ball. If you don't want to play, lose early and get out of the competition. Those that wants to play, they will play. Well, let's go to Thomas Frank and hear from him what it takes.
Another thing on that League Cup, I think I need to be someone that is responsible for this tournament. I need to cut the double leg semi-final. I know we're not there yet, but let's say we don't make it tomorrow, then I can't speak about it. I can't do that after the game. It doesn't sound as great if we are sent out of the tournament. And I know it's probably some financial reasons, but the top clubs, they don't want to have an extra game to the schedule. The smaller clubs like us, we don't want 2 games, because last 10 years the top clubs taken very serious. The last 10 years has been Liverpool, Chelsea, I can't even remember, but it's the top. That smaller club to and we like to do that. We just know we were facing City or Man United or the Tottenham or else or two legs, because on paper they're better than us. That means we have less of a chance to beat them. So there is no reason or no good argument why we should have 2 semi-finals. Down to finances, but there must be some sensible persons that can go into a room and find a good way to solve it. And I'm happy to facilitate the meeting.
Well, I agree with him. Bags do not think that way until they start seeing the reason. Why should you even play Carabao Cup semi-finals double leg? I don't understand. What is that? Is it a Champions League? What's the double leg? Like, what's the advantage? You are in the same country. It's not a league. The format of the competition says one's knockout. So whatever the fixture throws you, if it throws you to go play away, win. If you cannot win, then you're out of the competition. Well, let's move on and see from one complainer to another one. Who's talking about, can't forget, it's all about winning trophy. Manchester United head coach Erik ten Hag has returned to his familiar mantra about winning trophy, speaking at the press conference ahead of the team's EFL Carabao Cup against Barnsley FC at Old Trafford. Ten Hag stressed the importance of silverware. It's all about winning trophies, he stated, adding that with the team competing in 5 competitions, their ambition is to be successful in each and fight for every title. Wait a minute, what's the 5 competition? The league, the EFL Cup, the Calabar Cup, 1 European competition. That's the 5th one. Is it 5 or 4? Well, let's hear from Erik ten Hag.
It's about winning trophies. I don't talk only about this. You guys was talking about you have to win and to win leagues, and so we are in 5 leagues, and we want to win them. So no doubt, we are aiming for a trophy. So this is one opportunity. So we take it seriously.
Elegbete TV Radio. We dare to lead.
What is the 5th competition that Man United are playing in? Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the League title, the Premier League, 1 European tournament. Are they playing the CAF Champions League as well? They're playing the Asian Cup, or what's the other competition that Man United are playing in? Maybe charity. Erik ten Hag, if I slap you, maybe he's counting the charity shield, the community shield. Okay, so let's talk about another man who's complaining. Liverpool goalkeeper, Brazilian number 1, Alisson Becker, has expressed his frustration with the increasingly packed football schedule, criticizing the new UEFA Champions League format for adding even more games. Speaking ahead of Liverpool's opening group stage match against AC Milan in Milan, the fashion capital of the world, Alisson shared his thoughts during the pre-match press conference, highlighting that players are rarely consulted about these changes. No, take the money. It's called shut up and drive. It seems like No one asked the players what they think about adding more games, as if our opinions don't matter. Instead, everyone is feeling the strain of the intense schedule, and it's about time the people in charge listen to all sides. When you collect the kind of money you collect, nigga, your opinion have been. You may not like it. I mean, it's like what's it called? Mr. Jollof coming out to complain against Tinubu government. Man, shut up. You said it was the best thing to ever happen since the blood of Jesus. So what's wrong with you? Enjoy it. Your opinion has been bought to 50,000 and a bag of rice a long time ago.
Players what they think about adding more games. So maybe your opinion doesn't matter. But everybody knows what we think about that, having more games. Everybody is tired. I think this is not only a question that I should answer here. Okay, the number is 30 or the number is 40. But it's a matter to sit down all together and listen all the parts, because we understand that we have the side of the media from TVs, we have the side from the UEFA, from the FIFA, from Premier League, from the domestic competitions. We are not stupid. We understand that, and we understand that people want games. People want more games, but the reasonable thing would be all the people who are responsible for making the calendar, organizing the calendar, to sit together and to listen all the parts, inclusive the players.
Listen, you can go and sign for Leeds United. Go to Saudi Arabia, because I don't understand your complaint. Let's be very honest here. I'm not a slave driver, but you cannot be demanding to earn £350,000 a week and expect that somebody no go walk the horse. No. No. That's not. It's not even in the conversation. It's not. It's not even in the conversation at all. It's not as if you play these matches every single day. Soldiers go to war every day. Doctors stand 12 hours every day, almost every day. You know, nurses are working every day and they earn less. So let's be very, very honest with this. No matter how stressful a football match is, it's a 2 hours game. I play the game too, so it's a 2 hours game, right? Okay, there's the stress, there's the training and all that. Nobody train for 6 hours. Nobody train for even more than 4 hours, because again, you have to rest that body, you have to eat right, you have to stay. Then you have luxury upon luxury, comfort. You fly. You don't fly. When you get to the Alisson level, you don't fly economy anymore. You fly comfort. You fly shuttered airline. You fly private jet. What is wrong with you, Oga? Come and tell Ikorodu City, say match is too much. They traveled 2 days from Lagos to Katsina to go and lose 3-0 to Kano Pillars, and travel another 2 days back to go and take a shot. Okay, let's go to this one. Liverpool manager. The Liverpool head coach expressed his disappointment over his team's was there are many to come. So don't just start. Okay, you started well, just move on. Over his team's 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest at Anfield over the weekend. Speaking during the pre-match press conference ahead of today's Champions League clash in Milan, he admitted the loss to Forest was frustrating, but also pointed out that it highlighted a few areas that need improvement. He added that the team has addressed those issues and are ready to make the against Milan. I'm saying the issue not serious now. If after the match you just address and that's not a problem. That's not the terminal problem.
Not only the journalists were disappointed about the result from us against Nottingham Forest, the team and me were really disappointed as well. Although we always put it in the right perspective when we beat United, the journalists and us were really positive, of course. But I also saw things we had to improve, and we didn't do as many things good as we did against United, but there were still a few things that went quite well. But it was a total different game, and that's also for tomorrow. I expect a complete different game against Milan, with the type of players they have and the playing style that manager has compared to Nottingham Forest. But we should be disappointed if you lose a home game against Nottingham Forest and you play for and you work for Liverpool. It's disappointed if you drop points in a home game against Nottingham Forest. Then something is wrong. So 4 games, 9 points. It's a good start, but it's not a great start because then you would have.
Well, there's always going to be somewhere where you lose. So Liverpool fans were thinking this coach was going to take them on an unbeaten run. That's out of it. Very few teams still have that unbeaten toga on their name now. So let's see how it goes. But let's go to Bon Pastor. Okay, I'm beginning to love the name now. Chelsea's women goalkeeper Anna Hampton has expressed confidence in Sonia Bon Pastor as the perfect successor to Emma Hayes, stating that she shouldn't be underestimated. Speaking to Sky Sports, Hampton praised the success. Let's see. Well, we would see at the end of the day. Let's go to the Hampton.
We know what Emma is capable of at our club, and everything that she's left behind, her legacy that she's done, and all the trophies she's won. But again, like people say, we can't knock all the trophies and the success and the legacy that Sonia's created in her playing career and her managerial career. And I think it's just the perfect replacement as such, having someone who's as high a caliber as a manager as Emma was. And now we're in quite a fortunate position to be able to have Sonia now as our manager.
All right, thank you very much. I remember when one guy called me and flew me to Anambra when we sat down. I was in that what's that called? That hotel that you have one in Festac. What's the name again? They also have one in Ibadan. There's one in Festac. There's one in Anambra. There's one in Ibadan. What's the name again? Well, hey, yeah. So we sat down there and he said, "Hey, Rafi, I've been following your work for a very long time. I'm sorry that I had to break you out of your busy schedule, blah, 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 blah. Saw you in Lagos. This was in 2019. Saw you in Lagos at the Bayern Youth Cup. Saw what you did. You know, brought the Bundesliga trophy to Nigeria with your guys, blah, blah, blah. We talk, plenty talk. But I ended up with, I'm trying to start a football club in Anambra. I want to do business. And took me to one place in Adaziane, and I saw the camp. Once I saw the camp, and took me to their family, the hospital that the family owns. He said, "This is the medical facility that we have. We have transport business. We have this. We have that." When he finished, and I sat down with him, I said, "Okay, you're not getting money to do this business." You could see like a black man. You know, if you talk to a white man like that, you see the redness, but you could see the face. He's a fair guy, so he went red. He went flush, like red. I said, "Okay, you're not getting money." He said, "This transport business and your papa business, this hospital and your brother business, I don't see you having that money. And the chain of command that you need to talk to before you can sign checks, I don't think you can run a football club. And this academy that you have, these boys that you have, look at the camp that they are in. It already tells me that you can't run a football club. You don't even understand what it takes to run a football club." The guy eventually, contested for FA chairman. He lost to Chikilele. Long story short, the academy now don't fall apart. The whole team that he put together is falling apart. Why did I tell him that in the first place? It's not because I wanted to disrespect him. I'm also not the string along kind of guy. Maybe Naomi can never get plenty money, because I could have just said, "Okay, what's the budget? Let's run it. Okay, let me be part of it, because that's what he wanted me to do. Come and be the head of this dragon." Okay, but okay, bro, you not get the money. And the reason why I was saying that to him, I've been here. I've run a football club from grassroots to pro. You're not going to tell. Listen, when I talk football, I always tell people that when I talk football, like the experience too plenty. It too plenty. No matter how Bonner boy sing English, he not go fit at Smarty Mama. Because in Mama, she got PhD for the music thing. She was there with the greatest of them all, fella. So I said that, I told her, you don't got the money to take run them. And you don't even understand what football is. We talk. I flew back tonight to Lagos. He was angry. From the way I was received from the airport and brought to the place, and the way I was let go, you could tell that I was angry. From a jeep coming to the airport to pick me, to a normal cab taking me back to the airport. You can tell he was angry. But Kilo call me. All this kind of trip, I'd always get my vex money. Even if I don't get vex money, I get people who I go call like, "Hey guy, but I don't work here." That's why if you call me to fly to you to come and do something, I always say, "You where my return ticket?" And then I don't play with them. If you know my return ticket no day, I'm not coming, because I want to be able to get angry and leave the hotel where you put me, go stay for another hotel. When the time for my flight reach, I go where I need. right? And most time I like doing my booking myself because you don't go use your own, go cancel them, right? So I always like to be like that. And long story short, by 2021, I saw him after COVID. I saw him again, and I was like, there was one small boy in his team. They call him Eto. That's a fantastic young player. I think the boy went to Remo Beyond Limit also. And I told him, I said, listen, we may have hit it up on the wrong foot, but I think you have that. You can make a little bit of money if you manage him for the next 5 to 6 years. You can find a pathway. But let me give you this advice. You really want to do this football business, as you're saying, leave the politics. Go abroad. Go and try affiliate your club with a European club, maybe in Slovenia, Czech Republic, Sweden, Denmark, all those lesser countries, because the major countries, they're not sending you. They have a full structure, full club, under 23, under 19, under 18, 17, 15, 16, like that to under 5. So they are not, then your quality of players not be their level. And then they deal with quota because of their national system. So the guy looked at me and said, don't worry. I have some guys coming from America. Let's talk boxing a little bit, okay? Anthony Joshua is set to challenge Zane Deboer for the IBF World Heavyweight title at Wembley Stadium on Saturday. That's on September 21st. In an interview with Sky Sports yesterday, Joshua expressed his readiness for the bout, stating that he is not only physically prepared but also mentally strong for the fight, emphasizing that he is fully prepared to step into the ring. Why is Joshua the only boxer that I am not really over the top with? I've always loved boxing and I love boxers. Joshua is just a guy that, but I think after that beating by Usyk, he learned a whole lot of lessons. It's changed. But I'm not going to take that Francis Ngannou fight. That's not a fight. That's an exhibition. That's not a fight. But let's give it some time and see. Everybody's working hard to see a Joshua Tyson Fury. My question is, what's giving people the guarantee that Tyson Fury will beat that Usyk in the return? Will beat you. Go to say you be Russian. That Usyk guy does not look like he's going away anytime soon. So the people that are those are the Arabian people that are planning Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. The plan is Anthony Joshua and Usyk will fight again. But let's hear from Anthony Joshua. How prepared is he for the boy? I think he'll beat the boy, child.
I'm ready to fight. I'm tense. And that's all there is to it. I'm feeling better than ever. I always feel good. I'm always strong physically, but I'm strong mentally now as well. I feel like I'm ready. I'm really ready, man. Really well, not just physically, but mentally.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timi Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Another thing on that.
All right, now let's get down to many of the shenanigans that are going on. What everybody wants to hear today is the investigation into the 115 counts. They say no media, nobody will know what is there. So the rule is that the English FA will put a statement on their website at the start, and then we'll wait to the end and then see what comes up. So let's see. Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Baker. We already see that one. Anthony Martial agrees shock transfer and biggest contract in club history as details of new deal are revealed after he left Manchester United this summer. So, what club is he going to play for? The striker has been a free agent since leaving Manchester United upon the expiry of his contract after a 9-year stint at Old Trafford. Oh boy. This guy's spent 9 years of doing nothing and all those money. Tomorrow night, I can tell you that games are too plenty. They don't consider player. At Old Trafford, he has been linked with numerous clubs, including Flamengo in Brazil, but is reportedly on the verge of signing a deal closer to home. So, what club is he signing for? Let's go check. And Hendrik just got married. Hendrik, the Real Madrid Hendrik, the Brazilian Hendrik. 18-year-old, you're getting married? One more divorce in the future, very soon. Okay, and the girl is about 24 years, if I'm not mistaken, 22 years. Well, let's see. Sports 24 report that an exchanging final document with Greek giant AEK Athens for a 3-year contract, while Relevo report he has verbally agreed a move. Okay, Martial is in line to earn £2.5 million per season with Ike. And the deal would have been announced on Monday night if not for a delay as per Sports 24. That's the story, right? So let's see what goes on. That deal amounting to £7.5 million in total, including bonuses, will be the most lucrative in AEK's history. 3-year guarantee will have been persuasive as Martial's stock with Flamengo reportedly broke down due to his insistence on that contract length. Martial has been keeping himself fit over the summer, posting a photo of himself on an exercise bike, holidaying with his family and going on a pilgrimage to Lourdes in France, writing on Instagram, "Thank you, Lord, for everything." It had also been reported that clubs such as Lille, Atalanta, Marseille, Besiktas were interested in the 28-year-old. Should he join AEK Athens, Martial would link up with ex-Tottenham star Eric Lamela, Watford throwback Robert Pereira, and Nordin Amrabat. The former Brentford goalkeeper Thomas Strakosha. AEK are planning something. Lamela is reportedly the club's top earner currently on a deal worth a reported €2 million, which is £1.7 million per year. AEK were also in line to loan in Davidetro Fofana from Chelsea, but that collapsed and he has since joined Turkish side Göztepe for the season. Despite AEK busting the bank, Martial would be taking a sizable pay cut from his terms at Manchester United, having been on a £250,000 a week at Manchester United. Well, it is football. It is what it is. The Greek side had been hoping to announce the transfer during their 2-0 win over Velos on Monday night, but some details still needs to be ironed out. Martial will look forward to a competitive season with AEK after they finished just 2 points off the winners' park last season. However, there will be no European football to whet his appetite after they were dumped out of the third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League by Armenian side Noah in August. So that's the story on Anthony Martial. Manchester United fans who are angry, those ones who wrote on social media say it's not better for him. Well, you swear it's not working because it be better for the guy. Well, let's go to some of the stories that would be the major from today till we go. Paddy Power take a cheeky dig at Man City with hilarious tweet as historic hearing over 115 alleged breaches of Premier League financial rules gets underway. Right? So there is a whole lot. If you see, there's a picture of the lawyers, the legal team. They're there like a full squad. I don't know if this is a show, if it is just what it is, but I don't know. I like to ask you guys, would you guys be happy? Would you be pleased if at the end of the day, Man City is kicked out of the Premier League, like they are relegated maybe to the second or the third division? Obviously, most of the players will leave. A lot of things would happen, but would it be a good story? Juventus, Italian football have not recovered from Calciopoli of 2006. Yeah, where AC Milan and Juventus were relegated. The world moved on away from them. They are still struggling to get back. Is the English Premier League ready for this? Because there could be also counter repercussions. Yeah, I agree that if you do the crime, you have to do the time, right? You have to face the music if you do wrong. But I'm looking at this like, are these not just trump up charges? Are these not just laws that are, set up to hinder people? Would the foreign investors begin to say, there's no attraction to go to the Premier League anymore because, hey, there are laws, especially when you look at the kind of money that we were told the owners of Newcastle United have right now. They really can't invest in the squad. Newcastle United can go another 10 years without winning the Premier League at this rate because, it is what it is. Even Arsenal that are trying hard to invest, it's hard for them to win anything. And Arteta has gained his 5th year now. He's got only one lucky FA Cup that he used the new coach Barnes to win. So you need to. We all need to look at that. This whole. I don't think that the Premier League is the best league in the world anyway, but the most talked about league in the world, the most watched, the most followed, the most supported league in the world. And if you start doing all of this, there could be just some problem. I'm just saying. I don't know, but what are you thinking? Betting brand Paddy Power has taken a chicken dig at Manchester City on the name. On the same day, the club's high-profile hearing over 115 alleged breaches of the Premier League's financial rules began. In a post on X, Paddy Power posted a picture of 11 individuals dressed as barristers, complete with wigs and gowns in front of the Etihad Stadium, City's home ground. A banner in the photo read Manchester City Liga Team 2024-2025. Right? Paddy Power also added the caption, the traditional team photo ahead of Manchester City's biggest test of the season. Unsurprisingly, none of those featured in the picture will represent City during the trial. We all know that. Yeah, it's just a cheeky push. Okay, so City's Liga team consists of Paul Harris, Lord Panic, yes, Panic, not Panic, Lord Panic, Philip Marshall, James Mata, and Cliff have already shown their support for Panic when they unfold a banner in February this year that read Panic on the Streets of London. Okay, the banner was a play on the lyrics to iconic Smith song Panic. However, City's top brass would hope there is no such panic in the courtroom as they aim to prove their innocence regarding 115 separate alleged breaches of the Premier League rules. Premier League financial rules. The Premier League accused City of breaching the rules as early as 2009 and charged the club with a failure to provide accurate financial information and details of player and manager payment. City also are accused of bringing in money from the club owners via various sponsors based in the United Arab Emirates. Okay, should City be found guilty, the strongest possible punishment would be relegation, while point deductions and fines may also be dished out. City have as the verdict from the hearing is not expected to be made public until spring of 2025 at the earliest report. Okay, for those of you who are expecting that they might be kicked out, because it's a 10-week court hearing, right? But one thing you should know, they reserve the right to appeal. They can take it to the Court of Arbitration for Sports. So judgment, it's not going to happen immediately. So my Arsenal fan temper, they win it on the field. Stop thinking that, oh, no. And City have also put themselves in a place where they are winning. City normally does not start the season very well. So they are winning. Just in case points are deducted, it comes out to, okay, we're going to deduct points. They should still have enough points to be in the league. Okay. Since 2009, City have won the Premier League staggering 8 times and are hunting their 5th straight title in the season. In that time, City have won the EFL Cup 3 times, the EFL Cup 6 times, and the Champions League once. Okay. Last Friday, City boss Pep Guardiola said all at the club are ready to finally learn the long-awaited verdict. Okay. It's going to happen and we're going to accept the sentence. Pep Guardiola said, I'm happy that it's going to start on Monday and we're going to see. I know what people are looking for. I know what they are expecting. But everyone is innocent until guilty is proven. I love that. I love you, bro. You know you're my guy. I always love you. Okay? So, and then for the record, none of these breaches happened during Guardiola era. So it's not that's why Pep Guardiola is successful. Nah. Now there's some story that I just saw it and I love it. Okay, and just by the wayside anyway. But this one is something to look at. It's something to look. Memphis Depay says it's an alien. Okay, but that's not what we're talking about. Neymar have reportedly sent a warning to his Brazilian colleagues at Real Madrid regarding Kylian Mbappé. Mbappé and Neymar were teammates at Paris Saint-Germain from 2017 to 2023 during 136 games together and won 4 league titles. Wow, that's nice. However, reports claims that Neymar described playing with Mbappé as hell and catastrophic. They performed part of an attacking trio with Lionel Messi for 2 seasons, but Neymar reportedly doesn't have fond memories of playing with Mbappé. Okay, Mbappé. Drama versus drama. Starboy versus Starboy. That's the Davido versus, what's it called? I'll out your boy. What's his name now? Whiskey. Okay. Mbappé left Paris Saint-Germain this summer to join Real Madrid and has already scored 4 goals in 6 games for the new club. However, Neymar, who is now at Al Hilal, has reportedly warned Real Madrid's Brazilian players about what playing with Mbappé is like. Journalist Siri Hanona stated that Neymar contacted the Brazilian players at Real Madrid about Mbappe. Speaking on Europe One, Honana said the Brazilians at Real Madrid are friends with Neymar. It has always been a war between Neymar and Mbappe. Neymar has sent a paper about Mbappe to the Brazilians, telling them that it was catastrophic, that it was hell. That is a strong contingent of Brazilian players at Real Madrid. There is a strong contingent of Brazilian players at Real Madrid, including Eder, Milito, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, and Hendrick. Okay, if it comes to a gang up, I think that the Brazilians will win. Okay, but just that the powers that be will be on the side of goes, because this battle, where the battle is going to be sweet. Battle. Can you imagine if it is a battle between Vinicius Junior and Mbappe? I'm not sure that the Brazilian will say, "Oh, I want to fall down and die for this guy," because lessons from the past. That's how Benzema collapsed his career for Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ronaldo is not even respecting the Frenchman. So think about it for a minute. You know, Shakira will say football for one. I want to bring one. Urubu will say I'm Reguara. So we see the get wise. Okay, so let's say I go. Real are currently in top place in La Liga, having taken 11 points from their first 5 games. Vinicius Junior and Mbappe found the net in a 2-0 win away to Real Sociedad at the weekend. With the Neymar is currently out with a cruciate ligament injury that has kept him sidelined since last year, but he's closing in on the return to action very soon. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, but the whole story is that beware of that guy. That guy can be a problem. Well, the story of Man City is not over. Okay, it's still there. A lot of people are still talking about it. It's a major talking point right now. Let me ask you guys: what do you really want? Man City kicked out of the league? To what end? To whose benefit? What is your reason? Why do you want them? Liverpool fan who want them out of the league so that your club title. That means that your position is not as objective as you might think. Probably it's just, let's just have the opportunity to even celebrate that we've won a title, especially for Arsenal fans. 20 years is gone now, and you've not won the Premier League title. It's not easy, okay? For Man United fans, it's over 10 years now. For Chelsea fans, your 10 years is very soon. It will be 10 years. You still not won the title. And then Liverpool, they just won it recently after 30-something years. So it's a whole lot. But if you want Man City kicked out of the Premier League because of these alleged infractions, financial infractions, what are your reasons? Okay, and then beyond that, matches that are going to go down today in the Champions League, UEFA Champions League, a lot of them. But let's look at it from this angle. That in the Spanish La Liga, Mallorca will play against Real Sociedad today by 6 p.m. and by 7 p.m. 20 today will play against Arven in the Dutch Eredivisie. What is wrong with me? People are waiting to hear Champions League fixtures. I'm here talking about some Farmers League. Okay, let's get into it. Juventus will be at home to PSV Eindhoven. Make no mistake about it, Thiago Motaball will be put to test in this one. Young Boys will play against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have not played in the Champions League since 1983 or 84 season, right? So would there be, I think when I put the team together that you should respect. Oli Watkins, John Durant, Oli Watkins, I almost want to say no go better for you. I signed him on my FPL team, put him in every game that I play, set my team to a 4-3-3 system, even sometimes put Vardy on the bench, and then bring Vardy back to the team. He did score a single goal. And then I removed him, and he went on to score 2. Let's not. AC Milan will host Liverpool, Bayern Munich, playing and enjoying company ball, are in good company as they will play against Dynamo Zagreb. Zagreb, whatever the name is. Real Madrid will play at home against Stuttgart. Stuttgart might be pain in the neck, but Real Madrid is Real Madrid. This is their competition, but it's been evolved now. But whatever shape you turn it to, for as long as there's a World Champions League to it, Real Madrid are the owners of this competition. Sporting from Portugal will play against Lyon, the club that's formed for Lilian. Well, that's how it will be. Where is your smart money on? Who are you tipping to win? What's the game that you want to watch? What are your reasons for that? And let me also say thank you to everybody who's clicking on the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. I am really, happy. I'm happy. I'm excited. Yesterday we got 45 subscribers in a day. That's like about the biggest in a very long while. And if we count now from yesterday to now, we've already done past 10 per day. I mean, we used to do 2 subscribers per day, right? And for everyone who is really jumping on the Dukude interview, I think that you guys have given me reason to say, you know what, these are the type of work that this channel should be doing, because it's just flipping on, it's flipping on, and it's flipping on. But you know, when I go back, let's go back to a part of that interview that you know, I just sit on my own and I'm thinking, you know, Nigerian football, it go feel good. So like Nigerian football go feel good. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like some of the things that you see happen, you're just wondering, like, how did we get here? How did we get here when people can afford to do some things like this? But well, let's see if I can get
contract, 1 year contract again with Sunshine. So when they gave me full contract with Sunshine, they said they don't have money. I started looking for players. They gave me a full contract, 1 year contract again with Sunshine. So when they gave me full contract with Sunshine, they said they don't have money. I started looking for players from, I mean, anywhere, we just pick players because they said they don't have money for clearance. They cannot pay 500,000, cannot pay. So I started looking for players. So we gathered players together. So I managed to pick players, all these Fatoku, I discovered them, and these guys that they've traveled, I discovered them. So we started playing. When we started playing, every time they would say, there's no money, there's no money. And I told Tony, I said, Tony, we can't continue like this. So this is MPFL. This one wants to rubbish us. So even 2 experienced players, they cannot buy for us. Tony said, Coach, where we want to go, we just manage. So we started doing it like that. So the team manager, we asked the team manager to go and register players. Players, we gave him a list of 30 players. This guy added his own 12 players, removed our own 12 players. Registered, that's what they do now. Registered, when they now brought the list, I said, Tony, I never see these players before. I've not seen this kind of players in my training since we've been doing this screening. I said, team manager, whose name is there now? So they do I'm here. How did they do I'm here? Team manager, if this thing spoiled my name there, I said they will sack me. He said, I saw they do I'm here. I said, wow, I can't understand that what you are saying. Now so they do I'm as how. And I say they get put, they give slot. So he kept me in his mind. And I said to him, you know what will happen? Let's keep playing. These guys started following us up. Anything we do, like he said subordination. This one, anything we do, he says subordination. This one. So that's planning and planning and planning. So one day I just told Tony, I said, you know what? I want to resign from this job. Let me leave this job. Tony said, let's just manage. So when we were playing, we played against Osun United in FA Cup. So after they were doing those funny things, I resigned. They now gave me a full contract, 1 year contract with Sunshine.
Yeah, I've done. I mean, I've been in the industry 20 years. I've done a lot of interviews. So interviews don't move me. And then again, I've seen a lot in football. I mean, I'm a football person, true and true. So it's not like, I'm not like journalists who just fall into it. I've been in football. I played for professional football. I've signed. I played in this league, right? And I understand that there are certain people employed in clubs that cover that community slot, but it's like, it's not playing staff. It's the curator, the bus driver, if you're a driver, those staff, those helping. I'm not trying to disrespect them with what I'm saying, but in football context, there is there is, in every work, there is ATL, above the line workers, and then there's the below the line workers, if you understand what I'm saying. And ASU and non-academic staff, right? You know, that kind of situation for the education purpose class. I've never seen in a club, I won't lie, and I've run my own club, and I've also worked for people, and I've never seen in a club where a coach will say, let's register these players. You take the list. Because before the players is brought for registration, they would go and defend why the club, because it's a club that is paying their money to register them, it's a club that will pay their salary. Let me break it down so that for the layman on the street to understand. After you've done all those defense, they now carry everything. Like, let me imagine when I was in Babanawa, they now give Neville or Sully list. Go and research these 30 players. So now they go for. So while we're doing all this, our screening, selling our vision as coaches to the players, somebody sit down one corner first, get 12 players who don't take their names, and then they say go and register. Then you now remove 12. You didn't even speak to the coach. I can take, if you come to the coach, coach, you get these 2 players who I for like me you register. They're not really good. But there be amateur, there be community, like there are players from this locality, and if you put them one, it would engage the energy of the fans, the people, the community will know that we're doing something for them. I can understand that, even though it's not good, but it's not that bad. It's like we can do with it, right? If Ogbolo soup stain your baby and Ogbolo soup stain your white shirt, there are 2 different types of stain with that. The one here, if you just use, it don't come out. It's not a white cloth, my brother. You go change that cloth too. If you don't go work, say a book, if you go stain them, now you know something has happened, right? So for me, the audacity of that guy to remove 12 players. Now, how do you know what 12 players to remove? How do you know if those 12 players are not the key players? Man, I've seen many things in Nigerian football. I've seen, even in this media, not be where they work before, we chairman, the company go release money for reporters. Somebody go sit down for your own table, shop the money. Nobody go talk anything. When them overdose and Murphy Jemba complain, they victimize them. The reporters, that's how Murphy stopped being a reporter and started to do. People forget that Murphy didn't just come and start doing Murphy and the popular side. He started as a reporter, shop its money. Yeah, but hey, it's one of those. I imagine we're from Bogije. They go from Bogije go stadium on their own. The money where they give for recharge card and transport, somebody was eating it. And when they find out that then they release money for them because now the interview not got the plenty, insert not got the plenty. So why now? So I said, I will not really go now. I will not get money now. If I spend my own salary, I say, your own salary? No, we release money for you now. Every day, 1.5. Somebody was eating it for like 6 months. So it's a long story. But this one, it got me. So let me, for full disclosure and context purpose, we did this interview in December. I went to Ibadan in December. Remember, to go do this interview, and I've been thinking, what's the best time to put this thing out? Every time I look at it, it's crazy. That's how crazy Nigerian football is. And you know what? The person that is doing that thing, so people go defend them more. It's a 3-part interview. This 3rd part was just the part where we just have to reveal the madness in Nigerian football. The referee awarded a genuine penalty. Somebody say, players walk out of the field, enter bus, make where they go. Aloy Chukwu Emeka. And he's still top in Nigerian football system. That's enough to tell him you can never participate in football again. But in this country, no. Sometimes when I go to interview people, I tell them, say, Oga, if you're not going to talk the truth about what happened, because before I interview people, most times, before I take my time going interview people, I don't do research, I don't do findings like about what happened. Oga, you tell me the truth or you don't tell me the truth. And the one with the student person, if you call me, say, I see you interview with this person, you not going to interview me, I get story to tell you. I first say, Oga, and then they do PRO for people. The story we want to must check in. So when I do the interview, I can't wait. I'll come make call, confirm. Did this happen this year? Did this happen? Like all the stories, this old story, I don't check. He confirms, say everything we talk, Natraya. Tell my producer, yeah, let's run it. I can defend it. I can stand anywhere, defend this one. No, there's no checkmate. I don't even get some documents to back them because some things that he said here requires like real added evidence. In case they fire one lawsuit against us, we'll be able to say, you know what, let's go to court. Yes, my lord, I put it to you that this person is a liar. And we can do that. All right, let's come to your comment now and see where you stand in all of these things. Sometimes we just need to have fun. We need to have fun in the midst of the storm, the crazy things that's going on. But once again, I want to say massive thank you to everybody who's clicked on the subscribe button on our channel. Thank you for the support. This is making me want to do more. Like I said, I can't wait for the day where we cross the 100,000 subscribers mark. I can't wait for the day where I'll put out the content. Even this, you are getting heavy views. It's 1,000 something. It's not much. All right. But I put out the content like this and I'm hitting a million views. And because that means that is reaching a lot of people, is making a lot of impact. It's something that causes is something very, very strong. So I'm hoping that I get to that point one day. But it doesn't mean that I should not be ungrateful for the progress I will make. I mean, we used to put out content, and if you go back a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, we were doing 400 views, 700 views, 600 views, 300 views, 143 views. And then to all of a sudden have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the last content that we've uploaded on the channel. You have 5K plus, 1K plus, 2K plus, 1K plus, and they are still counting. I'm grateful. Yeah, a little progress matters a lot. The journey of a million miles begins with a step. Isn't that what they say? So let me come to your 1 million comments that we have here. We have a lot. We're going to take it one after the other. Yesterday, I'm sorry again, it was network, internet, a whole lot of things. I was bad. I came really prepared for the show. You know, I was battling it here, battling the elements, but it just happened. Tosilema, this says, good morning, Elegote, good morning to you. Say good morning, Elegote family, good morning to you. Wonder what Alisson was thinking. The mega money they are enjoying won't come from the coven. Football is business. Make them work for their money. So they say, Baba, good morning. Network froze us out yesterday, and our fuel finished in the engine. Oh, he paid me well. I carry vest. Went to farm. Dissipate the anger. Then a good anger now. I didn't have the platform to brag how London was red yesterday. Okay, sorry, no verse. Moses Lucky Ogali Gabot says, good morning, Elegote. Good morning to you. I like this topic. Most of our politicians only do things for photo ops and money to loot. There is a reason why the gap between the private and the public sector. Yes, true. I agree with you. Naso Ibanga said, I think I was loving the Vendreza project, but in their bid to maintain standard, I think they failed to carry the fans along. Started with making their jersey too expensive for the local fans. Oh, well, that one, that's, I think that for me, I think that the project problem with Nigerian rich people is we are too one generational in our wealth creation. I mean, look at the former place where I used to work. 20 years you're at the top, and then within a short while you've crashed down. I don't know if they can stand up again. There's opportunity. I mean, they still have the license, the operating license. There's opportunity if they can. Somebody asked me the other day, one of my former colleague who's still working there called me and then he asked me that if you are to come back, and I told him, hey, stop it, don't, I'm not coming back. He said, no, hypotheticals. If you are like they sell this company to you now, what will you do? And I said, hey, guy, ask me if you want my help to give you ideas at work. We worked together for 13 years. I used to be the brain boss of most of the things that we do. So don't be coming trapped. You're still my friend. You're my brother, right? Ask me, I will help. But coming back, I won't come back. It's okay. Now, I'm not like, now let me remain, right? You guys already know what I'm talking about. If now you get the chance to make this, I tell them it's simple. First of all, you guys say have some of the biggest interviews. What you guys have failed to do is that all the people that are your audience, the old school audience, don't call radio anymore. And they are older. Bills, the economy is too high. What you should do is gravitate towards digital. You guys closing on Onitsha, Port Harcourt that you just newly opened, and Kaduna, it's not new. I saw that coming. I said it. Remember, I might tell you that we'll close down all the stations. This is a waste of money for no reason. The world is going digital. You build block everywhere. Nobody needs all those things. Nobody needs you to take 1.5 billion to go set up a studio. Nobody needs it. As I said, what you guys should do is go back all those big interviews. I know that they are audios, but get a good editor. Get somebody, get a team of like five. If I'm in charge, that's what I'll do. I got a team of like 5 editors. All those interviews, re-engineer them, repurpose them, and start turning them into AI interview. You know, the interview will be there, but then you generate pictures of the person that they are talking about or the person that is talking and just turn it into animation. Your digital platform would sell because we had someone like the greatest interviews you've ever had. Nobody can match it. So go back to the archive. Unless if the system have deleted everything, then my brother, and I rat race and I go run the race tire. And it was like, oh man, how do you even think? I said, that's the way I think. You have to know what is coming next. What's the next 10 years like? What's the next 20 years like? And then you start planning for it. Don't plan for today. Today is already here now. And so what if I fail today? If I not say full shop today, I not get a problem because I not go die for not seeing food shop today. But I should make plan and arrangement for the food I go shop tomorrow, next tomorrow, and the days after. That's what's most important, because if I not eat today and I say food shop tomorrow, nobody will remember what I not eat today. But if I not eat today, I not eat tomorrow, I not eat the day after, very soon my IBA dada, Kwachako will come, my IBA dada, my what's it called? My ribs go begin show. My skeleton will show, even though say I see their life. So that is just a simple basic thing anyway. We engineer your thinking process and then get it going. But hey, we're a different group of people. I think Vendeza was too much of me, myself, and I. There wasn't any plan of let's transition this thing. Wait, football is supposed to be a 10, 20, 10, 30 years, 100 years project. So how do we do it in such a way that we'll transition to the next one? We'll hand it over to them while we supervise, delegate responsibility while we supervise from afar. It wasn't there. It was just about, me, myself, and I. You can't do that with football, unfortunately. Sorry. It doesn't work like that. It is easier to build a refinery and get it working than to run a football system, a proper professional football system that will work. It's not easy now. No saying back, I say, I align with you in that line of thought. The Veta ownership change, this is the beginning of their end. Was excited to have them in the state as an Akwa Ibom person, but this is bad business. The other just says, is it just me that missed it, or the views from the stand didn't hold yesterday? It held yesterday. Same network problem. We've not even been able to upload it. Same network problem. We've been having internet issues. I was uploading since yesterday evening. 7% this morning is not 22%. So it's crazy, but it will come. It will come. Sorry, Mokana Noves. Mokana Noves. Iko JU says maybe he's counting the charity sheet as well. Okay, talking about ITH. Moses Lucky Ogale says coaches with 30 players complaining about games. Alisson will be top end, but more games. Make it go sign for club. We know the UEFA Champions League now. My brother, Oshamuyo. Oshajemetare, I tire for him. You're earning up to bonus 420,000 pounds a week, and you're telling me that game's too much. No, now you want to work for Globestar, but you don't want to carry iron. I hear you. Thank you, bros. Say I like Escribo salary, but I don't like water. You go work for NEPA. Yes, you go work for NEPA, where you are allowed to be like money when they buy two loaf of bread. You want to work for Escribo, you don't like water. That's so. Alama. And this Alama said this Man City trial is a make or break era for British football. Now they are mad, go buy them. This is not the fight with Qatar for the World Cup through FIFA. This is a cancerous fight. Sometimes it will be like that. This is Kokoroto Jeffo, as my Yoruba people will say. Moses Lucky Ogale says the community should join for the man who. I agree with you. Additional Lavuma says the fact that we will not hear the details until the end is also another twist to it. I hope Man City can fight this for football to win. The last one says it is okay to be tired. You can also be tired of collecting big money too. Pastor Alisson Becker is the risk of this business. Not say back, I say it's been a while. I heard the voice of Imama Amapakabo speak after the 1-1 draw at the Nest of Champions. One of the few coaches you love to listen to. Me and Imama were planning a podcast, myself and China Cheru. We're planning a podcast. We're working on the modalities, and then I just say Imama does sign for Abia Warriors. I got weak. There are some stories. There are some crazy stories around us that needs to be told, but we wait for the right time. Anyway, we wait for the right time. It's not all lost. Can you imagine that a match that, let me just give you a snippet into one story. We will tell the story one day. A match starts half time, players came back, the match is on, and then the goalkeeper raises his hand and the referee come and say, I won't go shit. And the referee is like, this is something that's never happened, because if it's an FA player, go and shoot, and your team will be playing one man down. This is a goalkeeper. It's okay. Let me stop the game. He goes, and then all those guys shoot will take time. He goes, stays. The whole stadium is murmuring, complaining, but then he comes back and he announced everybody, I go shit. Right? There are stories, there are football stories. We go tell the stories. I just remember this number they grew. this YouTube number, make it grow. Una go see stories. That decode the story, everybody in the chat. Una go see G's plenty. Now we never get the numbers to be able to tell them. What's it called? Okay. The lie why you say not be lie, you Vendors United bubble don't come down. Small football business can be humbling if you are not careful. So all of Babajide says Akpabio should stop fanning his prestige and do the needful about law making that will move Nigeria forward. Player we never shop go fit train well. So this Lavama says all these ones they complain of too much matches. The money you are earning, where is it coming from? Until players and agents drop their wage demand, they should know money must come from somewhere. Tell them, oh my brother, they don't know. Bring suya. You know not saying an arm body for the come out. Moses Lucky Ogale says they should learn from Beyond Limit Academy. In fact, every MPFL club should have one replica of what Beyond Limit Academy is doing. Absolutely agree with you on that one. You see that project, you know that, okay, this project is going somewhere. The man, first of all, got a piece of bought 50% of the club in Portugal for rent. He can take his player from here and take them there. And from there, they sell. The business is already making money. If Rema starts, they should not win anything. They should not win anything. It's not a problem. He set up another business, an airline business, a bed business. Everything come together to make sure that the sports business will work. Like Florentino Perez. Construction, stadium management, travel agency, just about everything. So when he runs Madrid, he will run it for life. And then he now puts a law, you must have $500 million in the bank to be able to contest a presidency. How many people get that kind of money? How many people for the Real Madrid community? You understand? So you have to have the kind of money that will keep the business going. If not, my brothers and my sisters, not gonna leave the business. Okay. Now, Sai Banga says maybe I think it's time those directly involved in football club management come out publicly and speak on how the business of running football works. Maybe would keep players like Alisson and others quiet. No, they talk. I mean, Samuel Jordan talks about it almost every day on the White and Jordan show on TalkSports. I mean, are they not hearing? They're hearing. That's the most listened to sports program in the whole world. So you can't tell me that they don't. Samuel Jordan was the former owner of Crystal Palace, and he talks about the business side of it. And that's why when people tell me that Samuel Jordan is rude, when he say people should shut up, people should keep quiet. No, it's not. You don't pay money from your pocket. You don't see. You know. People don't understand football business. They only calculate. Say just now where Jim Ratcliffe come. Jim Ratcliffe sacked over 250 people. Think about it. Those 250 people, who they pay their salary? Oh, how? That's just like a small number to run that whole facility. Everything, the money comes out of your pocket, and then you're telling me, hey, Bukasha repair say Adaziani. Now my own time be that to una no get internet. Una no get internet. Rich men everywhere with big houses. Poor road, masquerade for daytime. What masquerade they do? They want flog me after. Now can say, oh, see juju na they do me on maybe me myself. You know they say my dada. Now maybe the juju. If you flog me, I go break but to stab you. Anything will happen, I don't want to know. If you flog me with this way you wear, so I know so now you might be there inside there. Not be today. I come from a community where they call Igbudu. If you not get masquerade, I'm not get masquerade. Our own masquerade that they carry where you they find small money. You can't do it. I'll shook you. The guy will go. Others are not get internet. What your email or message, you will go stand for one place. Adazani. I get problem. Where the message? Because I replace Adazani. Now my own time be that to a guy that where you never go for this country. I feel I've been everywhere. Everywhere in this country I have been. The line where you say AJ has got to win this one to get back into record. I feel it's going to be a close one for AJ to win. I think it's going to be easy. Additional Avma says, Hendrik married to 23-year-old is not a small thing. I hope this footballer is truly the learn. Anyway, I wish him long life and hope his money will be. I hope so. Additional Avma says it will only be temporary success for the teams like Arsenal and Liverpool, but long run, it will hurt the EPL. Money flow will be affected. The foreign investors will run. Oh, I agree with you on that one as well. The last one says the UCL is back and there are so many matches to look forward to from Tuesday to Thursday. Adia Kakumba, he said, Hendrik, how are you? I would back Paul, Mitchell, and Eddie Howe for Newcastle United and sack Darren Eagles out of Newcastle now and bring back Amanda and Madad PIF to Newcastle. See, I'm sure you don't speak English very well, so you type in this way, and I agree. But let me tell you one thing. For as long as you have Eddie Howe at Newcastle, I'm not going to win anything. English coaches don't win you titles. It's as simple as that. No disrespect to them, but it is the reality. Give me a fact that is better. The last Englishman that win English league title, you know that, Ray Watkins, 1991 English league title. That's the last one before they change it into Premier League for Leeds United. English people don't win. This is the only league where their own indigene cannot coach a team to win it. So it's going to be a very, very difficult one. Moses Lucky Ogali says it is looking like a witch hunt now. Seems they are trying to create a pathway for Manchester United and Liverpool to win the league again. Nancy Ibaga says, no disrespect to AJ, I'm also not one of those who aren't big on AJ, though a good fight at times. Look like an NBA guy. I love to see that furiousness, that aggressiveness, and that man who can go. That's me. That's what I fell in love with when I started following boxing. So it's hard for me to get to the point where boxing look like cat fight. You go finish. You say they speak plenty English. No, nah. Boxing used to be bloody, bloody. Like they short person here, carnivorous. Yeah, it used to be bloody. Then they tear people eye. They give you tag by punch. They'll give you a t-shirt. You don't know what they call t-shirt. As a robot person may tell you what to be a t-shirt. They'll give you a t-shirt. They want to go do 5 years for yes. They are to read for their backyard. I read to grandfather who give that juju you wear for hand. What you give her what to shake before they do like who got epilepsy. Now I be boxing now. Anton Joshua fight always. I don't know, Sha. I don't know. Let me not even be like trying to run him down. Like I'm not running him down, but that's just the way I always look at him. Like when I think of AJ. Now say about I say 12th round when push comes to shove. Was a big fan of Manny Pacquiao, but lost his aggressiveness and killer instinct when he started embracing religion and parliament business. AJ need to be furious. You know, go fit. He's a gentleman fighter. Niger Butter. The last one you say, waiting be Neymar own. You know, if you want, you know, if you advise a countryman again about him, let us say not be who first pass road. 90% where the bad spot they. Be that one now. They say just leave them and let them sort out their self. That's selfishness. So everyone has got their baggage. No, you go tell them to be for one is to be for harm. Now you both people I talk up. Okay. Precious anyone says I don't want them out of the league. However, if they breach the rules, they should be served the appropriate punishment deserved. Not relegated, maybe point deduction or fine. Lucky Ogale says Lucky, don't change your name. I think I like it like this. Lucky Gali says there is also a strong French contingent in Madrid, but I think because of the kind of money these players earn in their club, everybody go behave. The thing is, the French contingent, do they really like Mbappé like that? That's another thing you need to look at. Okay, that's another thing. Mbappé na baggage. Just Lema says this is the beauty of the FPL. You invest in one player, they perform woefully, 4 weeks, even drop in price. Boom, you sell them and they pick up form. Can be annoying. You know what can say? Thunder go fire him. Thunder will fire him. Trusted him with my game. I want to verse it. I want to be hitting 120 points. Man, let them know say Asabi Ogbori. So Ogbori don't verse. I don't cut for where the one where they will verse me pass. The day where I go make Haaland captain, he no go score. Mo Salah go score. I can't shift the captain armband to Mo Salah. Haaland go score hat trick like that. It's annoying. It's very, very annoying. FPL it's not easy. I'm learning, shall be upcoming, so I'll take my time to learn, but we shall see. The other one just say, if Man City is found guilty, let them pay for it. However, the big question is to what end? Because the English still love the money coming from that part of the world, and they are the biggest spender in the EPL. Now, let me play another card. You remember this government interference rule that they are probing the English FA for, right? And we all know that the English government interfere. If there is nothing, the sale of Chelsea, that's complete government interference. Now, the way it works, the English national team is supposed to be suspended. Are we saying that we're going to feel comfortable if the same type of punishment that they want to give to City now happen to the Three Lions? Because what is good for the goose is what? The gander. Oh, let me talk like my daughter. I'm too smart, daddy. I look at like, I don't understand. All this more information with the smart. But it's okay. I enjoy it. Lucky Ogale says, as an Arsenal fan, I prefer they allow them. City is the type of team we thought Wenger Arsenal was that year. They built the league, allowed them bend the rules. Then now it is. I say when I watched, this was the option that got me. And man, would imagine me where I right? I sat down there and we're doing this interview in that hotel room. And Jesus Christ. You guys some part will cut come out. Like they cut this part. Let's not put these people. And then they like put dead people on blast. One of the things I don't like. I don't like putting dead people on blast because it's always going to come out like, oh, when they were alive, you didn't say anything. So I don't like cut all those ones come out. You get some people will be say, let's leave it. Let's leave it. Don't say back. I say Mbappé has never had it good with Latin Americans. From Icardi, Cavani, Neymar, Messi, and the list goes on. Neymar just looking out for his countrymen. I'll be my brother, and it's the same thing I would do if I am in his position. But people saying in different ways. Now them know. Precious Eric says that if those 12 players are to play, they have to be very, very good. But slot again for football, where them they use legs play. Una they do slots too. Precious Eric, I say the part where he mentioned at Giwa, the security man was doing the job of a master chef on a ship. I just tire. Security officer farm. I say Nigerian football. I think people need to watch this interview. You know why? You know why I assembled all the questions for Nigerian club. You see, if you notice, the interview, the beginning was his, startup. Because when you research somebody and want to do interview, line up your questions well so that when you want to put them out, you can put them in a way where people go. Let me say you go put one question about like the league now up. You ask one question here, you come the thing go scatter. People not go follow the sequence. First follow that one. His upbringing, his growing up, his club career, national team. Then let's talk about his coaching because I've all done all those research, so it was easy for me to line them up. Shall make our numbers grow up? There are some interviews that I'll do that will shock you guys. There are some stories that will shock you, and then there are some that will just make you love Nigerian football of the old. Like make you love some people, you respect them more. I want to do a Thunder Balogu story. Okay, I'm working on it. There are some people that I've spoken to that I need to come. But all those people now, Baba, now older people. So I need to be able to like get good wine, some gift, put them in a park, in a box, or in a gift pack, present to them as I'm interviewing them. When I'm done, take. So, but we'll never get the kind of numbers so you can allow me take that kind of investment. But those are some of the things that I want to do. I also want to be able to go interview people and really give them good present, especially those who have served Nigeria and they are not old. Like when I went to interview Idowu Tubusi, I was like, man, I told my guy, I was broke. I didn't have money at the time. I was like, I wish I had money. Or they just, that dollars have a job for envelope. Say, Baba, take this one. Your service to the nation, and especially when you play at a time when money not really there. But hey, it is one of those things. Let's see. I'm looking forward to going to do my former chairman, Adoke Amesimaka, myself. Go and sit down with my guy, the boss himself. And I interview go out to. I said one guy go do that interview. The guy messed the interview up. But I need to go sit down with him, my chairman. Adoke Amesimaka. Salute. Great guy. Lucky Ogale say team managers and chairman problem. But I have players that earn 60k a month while 150k is the approved salary. NNL. I don't see plenty. Spend money for these boys. Nothing come out. Bro, now me come out for because say it have been trying to see, you know why you know they do football management. I say, I never see food shop, but one thing I know is, let me tell you guys, this I told my team when we get to like 100,000 plus subscribers, I will earning say let's say we're earning $10,000 per month. I'm going to do another. I'm going to give it another go football investment, but I'm not going to own a full club. I might buy stake in the club. I buy a little stake in the club, maybe 5%, 10%, and for that in the contract I would sign up on certain things that I need to do. Like, okay, I'll go and scout for certain type of players because it's for commercial purpose. We have to sell the players. Now I have all this connection with European clubs. We have to turn it into money. It's the thing that I'm waiting to do. I spoke to a guy yesterday. I said, come and invest in my channel. We grow it and then we both invest in a football club. But the guy didn't speak English. He liked to drink alcohol. And you know, say me, I need to drink alcohol. So I just like say, bye-bye. Stay your alcohol side. I need to do club. Digital Alpha says, I was stunned with the expose from Duke Udi. How can you be coaching and you don't even know player when you season? You come struggle, get players, then come up player without telling you. Then you now you ask question, he tell you say, na so it be, take it or leave it, and yet they want you to succeed. The league is the rottenness, not be here. You know, these days I don't even want to talk. I just put them here. Many people they talk. Some people see they fear. Some people when they find job. Because of that thing, some people they fear. The reason why I put it out now is because Jukuni don't get job for Liberia. You know, so I had that thing up since December because I was supposed to go get the Sporting Lagos job. I said, man, I'll go put this thing out now because this one will go talk about us. So now he's coaching in Liberia. That's why I'm able to put it out. Precious Elua said, not be small. Yes, my lord. I just love to say, if anybody explains Nigeria to you and you understand, then the person, the person not talking anything. It is easier to understand Nigerian pastor speaking in tongue than to understand Nigeria. If they explain Nigeria, you don't say if he tell you something about Nigeria. If I don't get video or anything, if I talk this thing, I say, I beg you to the lie. I beg go sit down. Nigeria has something where we say, if somebody explains some things about Nigeria to you, you look the person like, this guy, they need to check here, they don't decrease. Maybe I sit down, Mikel Obi sit down for podcast talk, say, I ain't pay for the flight. We're carrying Nigeria from Atlanta to Manos. Now, yeah, sit down. Me want to say, now me, that's Nigeria. Now, the Nigeria be that. Hey, the lot when you say basketballs in the Nigerian football too much. It's an unending season fame. And what I like about that, the interview, say the people will also do well. He praise them. You know, somebody just saying a bitter person. Those who do well, Pobasi. I mean, Pobasi watch out now. He will feel proud of himself. Christopher Martin says, Watkins did same to my FPL. I trusted him. And he failed me like Amaka. Disappointed me seriously. Now, say players from a team you have no idea of and adding your own 12 is pure witchcraft. Wizardry. Like naive, which is a little. All people responsible for this now, which the line where you say you go shit. I thought you're supposed to be substituted in that case. No, I go keep on a live drama of Nigeria. Oh, don't worry, you go hear the gist one day. One day we'll sit down and we'll talk about it. Them say match too much. If you put them for bench, them go revoke. These players should stay one side. Make we know where the thunder land. I beg. Raji Majud, as much as your former company did you bad, you still they advise them on how to survive the turmoil. To survive the turmoil, respect. No, but my colleague that they work there, I might not like the owner, but my colleagues are working there. Not all of them go see work. I mean, say Raja no getting out there for last game. Let me be honest. If you leave Real Madrid and you're not playing for Leyton Orient, that's not a career progress. So even if you become captain, right? So sometimes you just have to look at like, okay, this is the elevation. How did we get here? That's why when people tell me now, I hear people say, come and work in this radio station. I saw that you know me pay me. You're not gonna fit. No, they fool yourself. My demand, If you one guy come in and say radio station, make I come work 4 hours, 3 times a week. I say first off, a brand new car. My salary minimum 1.5 million. That money it will come at the beginning of the month, not at the end. We cannot reach the month where you can't tell me story. Guarantee I go bring sponsor. My sponsorship, the sponsors go cover all that money. But this is what I want: a brand new car. And if I stay long with you, that car 4 years you will change up. And the guy said no. I said forget about it. Now where I don't reach now. You know, there's nothing you can do about him. I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do. The Lord Radio finally says in the committee of boxers, AJ look like who them fit the ride Ajebo guy, like the morally upright one amongst the armed robbers. He can after boxing fine boy no pimples. I wrote to Rego, my professor. He says, Chief, you skip my comment to Man City. Don't do me bad. I don't see your comment. You should see. I never see your comment, man. Skip and why don't you say your grandpapa now they do it by give people? No, I will go find them. Why? Skip your comment. No, about it. You boys about no, so I don't just skip your comment. Your comment. I'm not sure see you put your comment. Your comment not show you. Your comment will show. There's no comment. It not come. He comment not. I come quickly. Nigerian guys go say make you day for 4 hours. Jesus will be God. He said come quickly. I don't understand. If you don't understand, forget about it. I wrote to that. I not see another comment. Now only this one see that one not come. He not come. That one take Viagra. He never come. Say the player thing that happened with Jukudi happens in the national team. Now same way them they carry former DSS Ogason. This table now, what you go gain? We say man will break the firewood. You just pour fuel, burn the table. Now so they do. See, okay, your violence not pass my own. They say me I be violent master. You now you be the violent. You don't try the table inside fire now. I want to go pick a cup. Not even Daniel and the lion then or Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. Inside fire now you try the fire. The table put. Oh yeah. Ene a very of. Enemy Siagwari. Yeah, he don't reach. We'll not talk again. Everybody, if I don't understand what you had to talk. Now my brother had to talk. And I here with the match break on the show. Yeah, thank you very much. I've had fun today. Yesterday was terrible. So I knew I was gonna come have fun today. Well, I wish the best teams success. For Champions League, if they pay me if my team I won't play last. Everybody will play today, know their fate, tomorrow, know their fate. Why are we on Thursday? But hey, I think Arsenal will make it top 8. It's not bad reach like that was not make top 8. But Atlanta with that boy with the roller Jalakbo. Look man. Hey, na Ben White side though. Bukayo Saka be like say don't injure. Who will cover? Okay, Ben, but we will see. We shall see. And yeah, if we beat Arsenal on Thursday, they could beat them again. Man City could beat them. No. Arsenal lose on Thursday, maybe beat Man City. If you go win on Thursday, also beat Man City. Well, having said that, my name is David Matthias. He loves the comedy on sports. It's been fun doing the show today. Let's do it again tomorrow. If you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do where to subscribe. If you've watched our content and you've not commented, please do where to drop a comment. You must have an idea. You must have something. You know how you feel. If you want to encourage us, support us as best as you can with super thanks or super chat. Anyone that comes to your mind, support us so that we can grow. If you love the interviews that we're doing, be very, very sure that your support will help us a long way to do more. Thank you very much and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye-bye.